Hi Pisces, it's your turn for your August 2021 Zodiac blessing. Like I mentioned for all the previous signs and in the intro video, there seems to be a theme for the readings today that has to do with release, and I believe this is because I'm doing the reading so close to the Aquarius full moon in a few days. So maybe just keeping that in mind, something that you want to let go of for the full moon as you're listening to the reading. Also, I'm using 3 decks, the Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild, the Ethereal Visions deck by Matt Hughes, and the Chakra Oracle Wisdom deck by Tori Harmon. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. And what I've done is I've picked one card from each deck and then included a clarifier card, which was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and tell you what cards I picked, and then I will give you my reading. So the first card I picked for you from Sacred Rebels is Follow Your Own Rhythms, and that is being clarified by freedom from judgment, freedom to love. From the Ethereal Visions deck, the 5 of Pentacles came out upside down, so I just want to include that information. I'm going to turn it back upright. And the 10 of Wands was your clarifying card. And then from the Chakra deck, Despondence was your main card, and the clarifier was Wisdom. Okay, so looking over this, I see somewhat of a theme. It just seems like maybe you've been having a little bit of difficulty lately, not really feeling your best self, a little bit of stuck energy in there. And you're being encouraged to really kind of be your own healer right now, if that makes sense. And the way in which I see you doing this is to just start to acknowledge that all of the difficulty that you've been experiencing, it's done. That difficulty is done now. And the lack that you experienced at one time, that's behind you. So to not keep reliving that particular story, because it's not helping you. It's keeping you in this place of lack of motion, of being stuck, not knowing what to do. And actually, you do know what to do. You're just not really trusting yourself enough for whatever reason. And Pisces, you really ought to trust yourself because you are a very wise sign. You know quite a bit inherently about most situations, but your issue tends to be that you're a little judgmental. And I don't mean that to other people necessarily. If you are judgmental of the other people, it's just because you're very judgmental to yourself. And I think at this point in your life, you've earned letting that go. You've earned releasing this criticism that you put on yourself and really giving yourself permission to start to move to your own drum, to release all comparison, to really just find yourself in a new way. Not saying that you don't know who you are, because deep down you do, but I think a little bit of your definition might be stuck in your assessment of yourself in regards to things that have happened in the past, or relationships that you've had, or maybe even the conclusions you took from negative experiences. I think they're shaping maybe how you're seeing yourself in the world and how the world is reflecting back to you. And you don't need to do that anymore. You're writing the script right now, and you're kind of freeing yourself. And I think a big part of this journey for you to really free yourself of this burden that you've been carrying around, and this being stuck in a more lack mentality that really doesn't apply to you at all anymore for whatever reason. Maybe it does seem like it applies, but if you really, really sit there and you were to assess, I bet there's more abundance and love in your life than you are really giving credit for. Um, so kind of releasing that judgment, and the way that you're going to do this is this, I'm really feeling into this rhythm and movement call from the cards. The Despondence card talks about needing to just be in motion, to just, the way to get out of it is to just start going. You stop thinking about what you're going to do and just do something. It doesn't matter what, but just, like you're feeling stuck, go for a walk. Just do something, just stop being stuck. And then following your own rhythms, she's, kind of deciding what those are. So if at this full moon, I think what I would do is kind of let go, to have some sort of ritual about letting go of judgment. Yeah. And maybe either you can dance a little bit, because that's going to help inspire whatever this wisdom is that for the next steps in your life. But that's also going to help motion. If you don't feel comfortable dancing, because we're acknowledging there's some judgment happening here that's holding you back, what you could do is listen to music and go for a walk and just let the rhythm of the music kind of synchronize with your walk. Or it could be any activity, but you're being called to move and to bring rhythm into your life. Another way of doing that is drumming, if that feels authentic for you. I like to use a drum when I'm feeling stuck, but you have to do something now, and it's not something outside of you. This is you moving, you following your own beat, and you discovering what that is. Okay? And for whatever reason, this is very important medicine, because you're holding a burden that you don't need to hold anymore. It's like someone has offered to take it off your hands, and you're just like, no, I've been carrying it this long, I might as well keep carrying it. No, you don't need to. It's completely obsolete. You're carrying something. No one needs the thing you're carrying. You don't need the thing you're carrying. Just let it go. Sorry if that seems rough. The second half of these readings, the Aquarius one was pretty like, as well. But it's coming from love, okay? So I wish you all the best for the full moon. And I look forward to seeing you in September. All the best. Take care. Namaste.